The Dead Island franchise is about improvising on the fly, finding and creating unique weaponry to help you through seemingly insurmountable odds. Unfortunately, the only thing insurmountable about Escape Dead Island is whether or not you have the stomach to finish one of the worst games of the year. The story follows unlikable protagonist Cliff Callow, the son of a prestigious media mogul. Eager to get out from under his father's shadow, Cliff sails to the island of Benoy with two of his friends to uncover rumors of a mysterious outbreak. You may periodically find yourself hoping the zombies will do the characters in because the dreadful voice acting and lethargic writing bring no emotion to any of the protagonists.
Thank you, kind sir.
Cliff himself is prone to hallucinations that are never really explained. Reality bends and shifts to mess with your mind, but these experiences feel completely contrived. Without giving away any spoilers, these dimensional rifts seem pointless and inconsequential. A slew of technical issues are frequent throughout the 8-hour journey, including game freezing bugs. It's not uncommon to lose progress after a particularly dull or frustrating segment and have to replay it multiple times. Additionally, the frame rate is appalling, often making drastic dips despite jarring pop-in.
We're here to find the truth.
Although the title suggests the game takes place on an island, it's better described as a few interconnected corridors and vistas that you have to continually retread. Objectives range from go to the helipad or go to the villa, with an occasional shortcut or bonus room opening up after receiving new items like the grappling hook or gas mask. There are plenty of collectibles to be found that share some insight into the nonsensical story, including a hidden checklist of photos to take, but none of these offer any useful rewards. Environments aren't nearly the only thing that's recycled. There are just 4 enemy types that repeat over the course of the game. While combat can be sporadically entertaining, it's largely dull and repetitive. Light and heavy attacks are tied to a stamina meter, which also includes a quick dodge. Sprinting at most enemies and knocking them down for a ground execution is a critical tactic for the majority of the journey and offers a satisfying explosion of blood. The RPG elements from previous Dead Island games are gone, and there's only a small handful of weapons. Melee weapons include an axe and katana, but they feel nearly identical to each other with no way of telling which is more effective. A silenced pistol helps for stealthy ranged kills, and a shotgun for close encounters is always appreciated. However, firearms deal inconsistent damage as you progress further into the game, rendering them nearly obsolete. Occasional stealth sections break away from the hacking and bludgeoning, but the greatest fear these moments have to offer is the prospect of dying and repeating the same torturous area. Escape Dead Island has no difficulty settings, and the game is laughably easy until the end. Simply mashing light attacks is enough to get by the majority of situations, with a few stealth kills mixed in. By the end, however, enemies turn into damage sponges, and a few scenarios force you to use cheap tactics, like blocking enemies into corners.
Shut up. You're a douche.
Escape Dead Island should be avoided at all costs. The moment-to-moment gameplay is intolerable as you have to endure dull combat, an insulting lead character, and redundant backtracking through ugly environments. Pile on the same game-stopping technical nightmares, and it all amounts to being one of the worst games of the year. It's not worth digging through corpses to salvage it.
They're coming out of the walls!
Douche abides.